2009 for my opening for Ghana Music Awards with DJ Black, right?
Okay.
So I wanted to share my spotlight
with.
So I was the opening act. Chris Atto was interviewing us.
Okay, that is a picture.
Yeah, then I brought Sak in to also come and
so he was not billed, you just wanted to bring.
No, he was not billed.
Okay.
He was not billed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that time now, Afina, like he was the junior brother in the label, last two.
Not junior brother.
Okay.
When I was recording my album,
okay,
Sak was around the studio the whole time I was recording my debut album.
Okay.
Right? Because I think
there is a Chris Atto with Ayigbe, Edem and Co.
Yeah, he was also the same time, Duncan Williams.
Okay.
No, Dunk Wills. He was also doing Kasahari. And every time he was around the studio.
Okay. Ghana said, Edem, and Sarkodie, more beef. I mean, no, so more beef because it may be a tram crampono. Edem, a program, just sending you what to suffer Sarkodie, Ama. And no Ghana for fun in same baby. See, I'm not saying Edem. Any portfolio I guarantee interview someday we're breaking it down at Ghana for Chawading or comment session on an for any entry. And then I copy more Angel FM and GTV portfolio the program so on any to chunk on the home and our portfolio be say you need someone is Sarkodie more issue one time and no a young power so on is Sarkodie any beef bia on any term she knew one and to quite one term Nini Nano and na Edem betchim said. And maybe a chum no one is Sarkodie what the program at a sending you what invited Sarkodie send a Sarkodie and pull up nice or when what I say or when just stage not is a new man what it and for matches or more fancy for. Was it there no Sarkodie Ama as a music video say a program Sarkodie Ama Sarkodie Am friend it will feel disappointed and a Jama or yellow saying she was also scheduled different time another time another day. Send ye nipa no betimi aba ama ye videos na na say BBC eno so Sarkodie Ama almost we dey a disrespect ankasa and Sarkodie what disrespect me because me Edem abetey me nya krasa Sarkodie am friend no anka just say yo bro e be sorry and I say be ase na BBC na si me kwan o Sarkodie am friend no wo no ma phone kren when ya Sarkodie friend na o ka she ono Edem said Warrior Rapaholic 10th edition on show up omra na what I saw or supporting or me perform stage man. Edem say one cash o show up ekoko performing Edema a yes Sarkodie. It says o can sim need nam say dabi. Asema Edem we can dey ya any nimu. Portfolio bi say na was one dey ono ne Sarkodie issue bia any omontem. Was ya busa na ebu eno busa say na we say from that time in never now. Only Sarkodie nye collaboration bia mo family bia mammo was say that doesn't mean say only Sarkodie will issue because artists bia only need to meet na phone so for hours as say nipa ko no only nem fa anyom ma abonte only nye collaboration da enti no say wono hu ne say bia artist ni artist hia I vibe obi e che na adwene ada but say bia me ene wo ye kokohia artist ye nim say bibi fofo na e dey e ba be see na enti ono de or say Ghana from Vantage this on Sarkodie any issue bia eno no mko busa na Shatawale so de was say ya Shatawale no na emu mo wonu ma ya tuni di say Shatawale en say da busa Edem acheche mu waka bi ba ne nsema waka mu ni say samle ya watimi afi na komam akane nyina no ya odi bia wadi mu bia afi ni mu me sa na me hu no because asem etna mu che na wutimi ka afena ya wono ne de nipa ne ho ahia wo wutimi nyina wo ye dey Edem fruit next way ni sama Edem so edi atuja ye mo reme nkweti ni nyina.
Feel about Sarkodie achievement as the first Ghanaian who attempted the biggest capacity beyond Ghana so far, because we know you have a history in his upcoming. How do you feel about his current achievement, knowing where he started from? Your picture there's a picture of
both of us.
Yes, Sarkodie.
Hash.
Oh, sure. Sorry, picture no. There was a picture na Kinsaka say now it was a show na show no recognize Edem and Co. And people said the Co was Sarkodie and Sarkodie has your back. So picture no one online.
No, so that was I brought Sarkodie out in 2009 for my opening for Ghana Music Awards with DJ Black, right?
Okay.
So I wanted to share my spotlight
with.
So I was the opening act. Chris Atto was interviewing us.
Okay, that is a picture.
Yeah, then I brought Sak in to also come and
So
do.
he was not billed, you just wanted to bring.
No, he was not billed.
Okay.
He was not billed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that time, now, Afina, like he was the junior brother in the label, last two.
Not junior brother.
Okay.
When I was recording my album,
Okay.
Sak was around the studio the whole time I was recording my debut album.
Okay.
Right? Because I think
there is a Chris Atto with Ayigbe, Edem and Co.
Yeah, he was also the same time. No, Duncan Williams.
Okay.
No, Dunk Wills.
Yeah,
he was also doing Kasahari. And every time he was around the studio.
Okay.
And you release the album. No, it was a good opportunity, sir. Somebody who is around the album. He has features on the album. Let me share my space. Let me share my platform. Put my brother on. That has always been how I have operated all through my career.
Whose idea? Because we all know, say everyone attributes Sarkodie mainstream mile to your song. Whose idea? Say, Mama, no opportunity, no so because your song is what because I registered him to mainstream acceptance. And am I right to say that?
No, yes. Bouger was the Bouger.
No, I just want to hear from
no,
you. No,
Bouger was the breakout.
Yeah.
What he has said.
Whose idea was to give him
Sarkodie is a good rapper.
Okay.
Usually, some artists for studio, what you like is somebody who is also good.
Okay.
Because that is where the energy starts from.
Yeah.
It doesn't start from thinking about all this overthinking that fans do. When you get into the studio, and we are talented artists, you even see an underground artist. It will shock you, say, you will tell him, go in the booth. You understand? Yeah. So when we did Bouger, and he brought his verse, when the studio and he was rapping, it sounded dope.
Okay.
So I'm like, do your verse.
Okay.
Right? So after doing the verse, once we roll out, I'm like, you know what? Let me share my space. So if you have a show, and I think Metro used to do football academy.
Okay.
And so my friend said, Edem, come and perform at football academy. I'm like, why not?
Nah, what did not come home?
Yeah.
So it feels like you had mad love for a brother and you guys. So the bigger question.
He hasn't done anything.
Have you have complained about dia or dia or show? And so we want to know, it's 2026. Has brothers moved beyond the father said, you saw Maulususka when you really was counting on him.
I think, sir.
Yeah.
I think, sir, people don't understand how simple I am. Right? Show up for the video. You say, okay, I'll show up for the video. I set up the video shoot. You don't show up. That's money gone.
Yeah.
I reschedule. You don't show up. That's disrespect.
Day two.
I show up at another time, not exactly the following day. You don't show up. That's disrespect. One thing an Ewema will not take is disrespect.
The first day you felt disappointed. The second day you felt disrespected.
The first day, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You understand? We're in the business. People have called me for shoots that maybe that day I'm just not here.
But I'll communicate it.
We've gone past that. My team is very professional.
Okay.
Very, very professional. And it's because my team is professional. That is why you've never had any scandal before.
About it, yeah.
So let's put those small questions to rest.
Okay.
Have you had any VRMG scandal?
No. Not
Have you had any promoter say we take their money?
Not yet.
And in this world, it's your actions that speak for you, not what people say. Because VRMG, we are stand-up people. You'll never hear anybody say Edem was late. You never hear anybody say Edem disrespected us. That is not to say we are perfect. It's just to say that we've been so consistent. When we say something, we know exactly what we are saying, right? So when it happened, I tweeted that, bro, the move you make wasn't right.
How? You are very expressive.
You go need me, but I day for you. Because I'm mature. Then he called me. Charlie, bro, how be? Oh, Charlie, I did do Rapaholico. You go feel come through for me. This be the 10th edition. And then I pulled up. And I did Rapaholic.
So the next call after incident was not an apology. It was rather a request again.
Yes, after like a year or some months the following year. Last year was the 10th edition, if I'm right. The one that we did myself.
Yeah.
So he called me. Do you understand? And I want people to understand, say, when the fans see an artist, they see a brand. When artist to artist see an artist, it's just my guy. So if my guy do something he no be right, I go tell him.
Have you forgiven him?
If I don't have to forgive you because it's nothing I hold.
Okay.
The only two things I hold be my woman and money.
That's a bar.
No, for real. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand how say there are a lot of things that you see me see online, and I don't.
You don't even personalize it.
No, we don't personalize it.
That's
we don't worry about it.
And so
if your brother doesn't show up, you tell him, and then you keep it moving.
Okay.
Okay. We share no rapaholic and one in the up to date or noon in common fat. Show up and who be no needs uncle.
No, don't worry about that. I'll tell you why. We are all different. People process things differently. You see, he go see accident where he go shout. You be so stunned that you can't say anything. Do you understand? Yeah.
But then since then since then who and Edem Sarkodie BM dear. So we just wanted to know if it's true. Say,
oh no, you listen,
but that's
listen.
fine.
Let me tell you something. A collabo doesn't mean two artists are cool. Let me tell you one of the closest people to me in the music industry. One of the closest people. We can spend time on the phone for hours. It's Trigmatic and Manifest. But Manifest and I, we don't have a song. T.I. and Eminem. They are very close. According to the two of them, they can spend hours on the phone. Together. So recording a song is not a relationship thing. It's just more exchanging creative
ideas,
energy, because all of you are talented. You do it and you put it out. But I feel say in this space, so who was show way together, show way. That means it's here the bromance, you know me so.
Bromance, amazing. I grade them on because we needed up to speed on that. You have a song for Shatawale.
I don't have a song for Shatawale. I have a song called Shatawale.
Okay, no.
I was not back in 2015. One who said Edem, Ayigbe Edem, one Stonebwoy, no more pray artist of the year. That time nature sending the awards so na ekoso nya sem ketua e one year with artist of the year no ekoma Stonebwoy Emma Edem ebetwete say obenya ade na Stonebwoy nya artist of the year na ni agema bo obenya na nka ye de eyo no by Edem kroya no so na aka say yenwan ma Ayigbefuo de omunyo bi omani brade na say obunyo nya ade omani ye de eje de ma on de enti and at that time 2015 awa woni wo yonko Stonebwoy na mo prebibi na hyese nipa na nya na so abetwete se wani agema na batu benya na kede eyewo wachechi ni nyina mu area che Ghana for eborum na woti no so
some a year or two
2 years
2 years ago. Yes. And if you don't know, I mean, let's take a retrospective look into many superstar soft. This is because of course I can't go at my superstar, but Adebia many na anya adwon today I get the opportunity to ask him. Said 2015 Ghana Music Awards. I go them believe he said or no na was saying artist of the year over Stonebwoy, and a generative conversation. I disagreed with you because I felt say yes, you had an amazing year. That was the year we released Book and Rhymes. That was one of the. It's even one album of the year. One of the most. In fact, in Ghana, me per album and videos I was a BI standard. Since our project. In fact, one of my favorite projects. I who say. A BYG to all the genres. But that year, no, Stonebwoy never artist of the year, and Edem, I see in quotes, I say Yajiwa award a match Stonebwoy. And no choice I didn't say when I was winning, I disagreed with you because I felt said no, because that year. From which place did that statement come out?
One, the statement was written by my page manager there.
Controversial,
no, Mario. Right?
Mario.
One of my
okay, so
managers.
It was not you.
No.
But it represents you. That's fine.
Yeah,
yes,
we'll get there. Right. Now, there was a football game. Or was a Ballon d'Or. Because I don't know too much about football.
Right.
But my team members like football. And I think there was a Ballon d'Or where who was supposed... Is
it Neymar?
Vinicius. And I think somebody won.
Okay.
Right? Who?
Rodri,
right? And you miss space, right? Yeah. So Mario put up that post. Now, why I had a reservation is it wasn't towards Stone. It was towards a scheme, an award scheme. Because let's bear in mind, say, once you're in a category, you deserve to win. Mm-hmm. Once you are put in an award category, you deserve to win. That is why you made it to the category. Now, as to whether you win or not, will depend on votes, will depend on people's influence, will depend on people's views and perception and how they shape
about your performance in a particular year in question.
About your performance. Yeah. Now, the background, and I'm not staying far from what he wrote, I stand with him, is that even though my brother has won, I still have every right to feel that I deserved it. It doesn't mean that he shouldn't have won, because I can show you a trail where Ghetto Arise deserve reggae song and they gave it to Black Rasta.
Ghetto Arise.
Okay, I can show you a trail where Heba deserved to win. Hip-hop. And they gave it video at Foresight and they gave it to another artist.
Why do you feel so? If they have a criterion and based on that criterion, they feel that that is the most deserving artist over your works.
No, I'm not saying that the other artist doesn't deserve it.
It's about your right to feel so.
It's the right to feel so, right? And put it out. Now, during that Ghana Music Award, the only thing we didn't do was vote. That's something my team knows. I never vote to get anything because I don't believe that if I deserve something, I should rally people, buy credit for them and vote. I feel that it should be genuinely gotten because an award is an honor from man to man, right? The only thing that will change the influence is maybe voting, influencing a board, influencing people or people who have views. And we cannot run away from the fact that views play a key role in decision making.
Views as in the digital.
No, not views as in
visibility.
No, perception that people create about brands. I'll cite an example.
Okay.
There is no way a song that is in another language would win a category that speaks to social issues if the board doesn't understand. So if I sing a song right now about Galamsey in Ewe, it cannot win at the Ghana Music Award because maybe there's only one Ewe on the board. No, because I've had board members call me to ask clarity about other artists' Ewe songs because they are finding it difficult. And so, say Kasa is from a place that is people are not privy to.
Okay.
But also because of respect and certain things, there's no need to dwell on it. And our disagreement with you, Nese, we don't have to anchor it around my brother.
Because
you can say that
because on the rain and by inference, they be a baby say senior vote now the crowd the anchor we artist of the year.
Oh no, other people were in the category. I think there was another year.
I think Guru was in the there was.
I think there was another year where somebody also felt like they were supposed to win.
Yeah.
And these things are always things that happen in the space. Another reason my team always raised that concern is say in the early days of Ghana Music Award, usually the album of the year artist wins the artist of the year. Am I lying?
Yeah, even recent years,
so that also was a pointer.
You can even.
So there were various things, but because Minim said the fans are stooges, they don't think for themselves, and the reason they don't think for themselves is because all the various artists have put them in groups to control them. And
fan base, fanatics,
they're all controlled in groups. They are told what to do, and so because of that, if you come and you say it's an attack on my brother, it sends a signal, a different signal.
That is true.
But Mario was making a comparison of this is the way the football. And this is how we also felt.
It was just a meme statement. Nanke misinformed fanatics now. The real dynamics.
Because you also didn't get clarity. Okay. Because when you were opening, you also open with that you deserve it over Stonebwoy. But that wasn't the import. Okay. And once turning into oral communication, it will be changing, and then another radio will call you. Yes, so when this Because
I know you got man love for. In fact, all you need talk crowd a USA from nowhere. You pulled up.
You said from nowhere. I paid my own hotel. I paid my own transport. I drove 8 hours to Worcester to perform for Stonebwoy. Yeah. I booked my own hotel. It didn't cost us less than $200 a night.
You self-financed your own.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's not the person on Facebook who is talking that is really doing anything. We do it for real.
Okay.
You see Stonebwoy's pull-up video?
Yes.
I gave it to Ridikwachi to send to MTV.
Wow, with Pato Rankin?
The original.
The original. Wow.
Yes.
There's a lot. So
and my brother used to be with me in Jowolu.
Like stay in your house?
Come to me every time. We used to be together. And when he had his surgery, I was one of the first people to go to his house in Ashaiman.
Wow. So I understand. So I mean, it's not. So I now get understanding. Do you think, sir? Okay, Busa.
That means Ghana Music Awards now.
I think, sir, because a human institution would always have reservation. But as time is going on and we are speaking, they'll be making adjustments, and it has improved madly over the years. But a social kind of engagement, and we would always have reservations here and there, but it is our own.
Okay.
And so we have to keep going. We have to support it. We have to continue to champion it, because even Almighty Grammy,
so Nami
Philly said Davido deserved
over Tyler.
Exactly. You know, and so it will always be like that.
With all your CVs, so what share cabinet more now share with CIF more, you have varieties of awards near there. But Edem need artists of the year in the CV. Do you think, say, when Timmy organize this fan base, they said the amount for a Bevu Nation cannot see a fan base, because I'm an artist of the year, CV man. Why I didn't think Edem, would you say them to me artist of the year?
No, so usually the goal is not that when you are created. Because if you notice, awards, an important honor for you. But it's also a mirage, so which is here, you will lose your career.
Okay.
Because the best way to go is to be consistent and to be relevant over a longer period of time. Whilst you are doing that, when the accolades come, a plus now call a plus.
No anti-fan base. One organizing Bevu Nation, can also to say Shatter Movement, Beam Nation, Sack Nation, I think there was something like that.
I think so. Bevu Nation was slightly different.
Okay.
A bunch of my younger brothers, they had a movement. And me feel say, let me amplify it to empower them for it to bring economic value to them. Right? Over the years.
Okay.
And I feel say, yes, fan bases are good. It has also done deepen the disunity and crack in the space. But because a competitive space, whatever works for people is what they have to do, and a private enterprise. And so whatever is going to, and the only thing I feel fan base has done that hasn't been good is it has created this artificial mirage. If you are a fan, you cannot see past it. I'll cite an example. A lot of the fans create the perception, say artists are this and they are that, but it is not on the ground when we all touch ground internationally. If you get what I'm trying to say, we are big. Ghanaian artists, we are big. We are this. But when it comes to the international table,
fan base needs me what artists manifest were drew, but
it's something we even do as Ghanaians ourselves. So Ghana, where we are in the world,
gateway,
we need to tell ourselves the truth. It will allow us to work harder.
By inference, it means you want to mean we know reach. We don't get there.
No, it's a continuing and an ongoing thing. And to say also we no reach her. It's a disservice to all the people before us and VIP or Bradford, Lord Kenya, Kwade, Joe Fraser, all the greats are before us, and then we are continuing. And because it's a continuing thing, I mean discredit is we no reach. The effort Ghanaian artists put, if they had the right push, it would be unbelievable. These are individuals using their resources with their small team to push. And I give credit to every independent Ghanaian artist who is making strides and efforts. Yeah. Okay. I give credit.
Anyway, Edem is still a special guest.
Go get it.
Yeah, we want to get into some of them because now a lot of with Sarkodie hosts to show, which is independence. UK. I know say for Sarkodie, the history you have with him, that you had the chance there, Yanka, you pull up for your brother, because I know.
Comment section video live in Ghana TV, we did that.